of the season this club. I'm not defensive about it.
Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another video. First things first, guys, make sure you smash the like, subscribe if you're new around here, all of that good stuff. Just 5 subscribers away now from 16k, so please smash the subscribe button, guys. It would mean a lot to me. And in today's video, people, going to be going through a few bits of transfer news, covering the latest on Liam Delap and the latest on that man, Joao Felix. Let's start with Liam Delap then. And we heard from Fabrizio Romano that it's going to be Chelsea versus Manchester United for Liam Delap, even though there are multiple other Premier League clubs interested. And of course, there are clubs with interest from abroad as well. Bayern Munich and AC Milan have been mentioned. But it seems to be Chelsea versus United in a shootout for Delap. And we know how keen Chelsea are on Liam Delap. We know how much supposed work we've been doing behind the scenes on this deal for Delap. We've got the connection with Maresca, having coached him at Manchester City in the academy. We've got Joe Shields, who was responsible for bringing him to Man City. So we've got the connections there. Obviously, he knows Cole Palmer well. It's a sort of transfer that you think, yeah, this has got Chelsea written all over it. 30 million quid release clause. We should have some form of European football next season to offer, whereas United are very unlikely to be able to offer that unless they scam themselves to the Europa League, which can't be ruled out. However, there was a piece in the Mail. Admittedly, this is from a United correspondent, so it's probably going to be slightly, I don't want to say biased, but, you know, apparently, according to Chris Wheeler in the Daily Mail, Man United are favourites to sign Liam Delap. Now, I don't know what that's based on, because it's going to be a number of things. We know, excuse me, we know that the move for Delap is going to be wages will play a part. How often he's going to play will play a part, and of course, European football is going to play some sort of a part as well. So those are the 3 kind of main factors there. He would play more. I don't know. Would he play more at United or not? I'm not too sure. Yes, he's better than Rasmussen, and yes, he's probably better than Joshua Zirkzee. At least one of those will go. Maybe both. You don't know. At Chelsea, will he play ahead of Nicholas Jackson? Yeah, at times he absolutely will. And I think he would get ample first-team opportunities, providing he was the only striker that was being brought in. I personally believe we need to bring 2 in, but that's a different conversation. But what this does highlight is that Chelsea publicly made it very, very clear they want Delap. Delap is, I believe, the top target, or certainly in the top 2 for a centre-forward. Now, let's take this at face value. Let's take this to be true. If Chelsea are not favourites to sign Liam Delap after all the work put in to try and sign him, all the things that are going in our favour, and he ends up choosing Man United over us, that's poor. That's a really bad look for the club. That's another dent, another hammer blow in this so-called project, that a player like Liam Delap would rather go to a club in freefall like Man United than come to Chelsea. Now, I'm hoping that's not the case. And this is not about, oh my God, we missed out on Delap, this is some unbelievable player. It's the principle. We've made it clear he's a target. We've put in a lot of work. And if you cannot convince a player to join Chelsea over Man United at this current point in time, given how much, I know things aren't great at Chelsea, but they're significantly better at Chelsea than they are at Man United, that is a big, big concern. A big concern. Yes, I know Man United's got the history and that, and it's a massive football club and whatnot. Don't get me wrong. But in the here and the now, if you've got a choice between Man United and Chelsea, you should be choosing Chelsea. So that would be a major concern. So I really do hope that, you know, we are going to crack on with this, get the deal done. If this is the guy that we want, just go out there, do it. Obviously, don't pay ridiculously over the odds for him. It's a £30 million fee. Ipswich are going down. Wages, but Chelsea will be able to offer decent wages. It will be able to offer a lot more than he's on at Ipswich. And this should be a deal that, in theory, should be quite straightforward for us to wrap up, which is why I'm a little bit concerned that this one report is saying that Man United are favourites to sign him. So, yeah, we can't miss that. We can't miss out on him again. You know, we missed out on Elise, and it still haunts me to this day. We've missed out on a number of players because we've fucked about, or because we've not been prepared to just go that little mile extra to get that quality in. And I hope this is not a similar situation where we make it very public we want someone and they end up choosing someone else over us. It's not a good look, and it wouldn't be a good look for the project. But that is the latest on Liam Delap. Chelsea versus Man United for a 22-year-old. Apparently, United are favourites to sign him, which I'm just a little bit concerned about. But moving from incomings to outgoings, and that man, Joao Felix, is back in the headlines again. This time, a report from Portugal saying that Benfica wants Joao Felix on loan, and the goal is for it to be completed by the beginning of June at the latest. Rui Costa would like to be able to count on the forward for the Club World Cup. Now, we know that Felix has basically been a complete waste of money, a complete waste of time. PSR deal with Gallagher, Jorge Mendes client. We know how this all runs. Offered very little in the first half of the season. The guy's got no end product. He's an aesthetics merchant. And yeah, he's gone to Milan, started well. They don't like him. They don't want him. We're going to struggle to get rid of him on a permanent deal this summer. And it looks like another loan is going to be what happens. And Benfica, they're playing in the Club World Cup. It's Champions League football. Back where it all begun. Maybe this is what Felix needs at this stage of his career. But Joao Felix is back on Benfica's agenda, and the goal is for the player's loan to be completed by the beginning. Yep, the Eagles have already tried to bring the player back in the last 2 summers, but without success. Now there is a name that could make the difference, Bruno Lage. Yeah, you know, he's keen to play. So Felix to Benfica on a loan deal. It makes sense. It absolutely makes sense. This guy, maybe back to Portugal, maybe somewhere in Turkey, maybe Saudi Arabia, possibly might look at taking him. It's just been a disaster. I don't hate Felix. I just don't think he's anywhere near as good as what people make him out to be. And ever since he left Benfica, his career just hasn't taken off. Everyone thought he was going to be unbelievable, and the guy's just been bang average. And he's just a problem everywhere he goes. And I see people saying, oh, yeah, but, you know, he's not understood. Oh, he's not played in the right position, blah, 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 all this nonsense. It's club after club after club. And the one constant in all these things, different squads, different countries, different leagues, different managers, different playing styles, the one constant in all this is Felix. The guy, I think, thinks he's miles better than he is. He's not very good. That is the cold, harsh reality here. He is not very good. He thinks he's way better than he is. I think he's probably poorly advised at times as well. And his career has simply not taken off. Now, look, it would be great for Chelsea to cut their losses and sell Felix. I just don't think we're going to be able to find a buyer for anywhere near the money that we paid for him last summer. So it'd be another loan deal, maybe put an option to buy in there or an obligation to buy or something like that. And you cut your losses and you move on. But yeah, Felix is due back for the Club World Cup. I'd be surprised if he wore a Chelsea shirt again, in all honesty, but you just never know. But this move for me is a move that would absolutely make sense. Joao Felix to Benfica. Let's see. The record have been normally pretty good with things. They were pretty spot on with the Enzo Fernandez stuff at the time. They have been pretty good. Now let's wait for it to see. Let's wait and see if it's confirmed by any more, you know, well-known sources, whether it's confirmed via Fabrizio and Ornstein or someone like that at some point. But I wouldn't be surprised if Benfica were considering a move for Joao Felix, bring him home. Maybe that's what he needs to get his career back on track, because it's just stagnated, it's stalled, it's not gone anywhere for a number of years now. And you almost feel a bit sorry for him. He's going around Europe and whatnot, and just nothing's working for him at all. And maybe this might be what he needs. But it just goes to show he made a huge mistake signing him. We signed him for the wrong reasons. We didn't want him. We didn't need him. And now you're paying the price for doing that sort of business. And that is the sort of business that we need to stop doing if we are going to move forward and be serious as a football club. But yeah, guys, that's my thoughts on the latest transfer news, the latest developments with Liam Delap, the latest developments with Joao Felix. I know it's only middle of April, but transfer news is going to start building up, start ramping up. We're going to be getting a lot of it between now and the end of the season, and obviously all summer as well. We've got the unique situation with the Club World Cup as well. There's a 10-day window before that, then it's closed for a bit, and then it's back open again. So there's going to be so much going on. But that is just my thoughts on the latest. Smash the like button, guys. Subscribe. Get me to 16K. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And I'll catch you again in another one soon. Up the Chelsea, and we're out. Peace.